Hello. Um, this is my diary, so I hope that I could be real with myself. Kind of got like eye contact issues sometimes. Like it's gotten a lot better, but like it's like awkward when I look someone in the eyes, and they say that's like a sign of um inconfidence or unconfidence. Okay, that's a sign of like not being confident, and I actually kind of bombed an interview because I couldn't like keep eye because it's like how long do you keep eye contact with them? Like go what? Just like keep eye contact the whole time you're talking? Or and like someone told me like, oh, you glance. I mean, like you like occasionally look away. Well, how am I gonna? How do you pass that up? Like, all right, look, like say the camera is an eye, and I'm like, when I was telling Sarah Sue that, did I do it? I mean, I forgot what I was doing in the middle of that. But it's like, um, hello, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias. Or no, this is like, I was telling Debbie that she better stay away from my man. I can't even believe that she would try me like that. Okay, that's direct eye contact, and now this is how I would imagine it to be normal. You're like, hey girl, so Becky was totally caught with my man in bed. Like, I don't know. I really wish I did. Like, that sucks. Like, how do I do it? Can somebody tell me? Please. I need somebody to tell me because I've looked it up online, and, there's just so many search results that you can't even find the ones that you're really looking for. And so, yeah, tell me that. Well, anyways, so I'm still addicted to heroin. I did not go through detox yet. There was a day where I decided it was a weekend. I decided, like, that's it. Like, I'm not going to do anymore. I even did the rest of all my dope the night before the day that I was going to do it. Because it was kind of like a last hurrah. Well, see, I can't stop moving. That was another thing the guy at the job interview said, that, like, you move your hands when you're nervous. So, what was I saying? I forgot. Damn. The fuck? Well, oh yeah. And I really want to go to treatment for it. Like, they say, oh, you can go to methadone. But it's like, I've heard that methadone is so hard to get. And it's like, you gotta wake up really early, and you gotta go to the clinic to get your dose. I don't know how long they're open during the day, but everyone I've ever known, like, has went right the fuck away in the morning. I don't know if that's just because they want their drugs, or if there's, like, a time limit, which I know there's, like, it definitely wouldn't go past 12, but, yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm taking classes right now to be a medical assistant and certified. Because you can become a medical assistant without a certification. You can. But no one will hire you. That's my take on it. So I take, business information systems, which that's my least favorite class. Like, it's like, I mean, I like the teacher. he's got, you know, a little spunk. No, not spunk, more like sassy. Like, he would seem like he was gay, but he always mentions his wife and stuff, and he's having a baby. So I don't know. Like, maybe, I think my gaydar kind of went off, but no, I'm not sure, because he often says, he brings up his mom a lot. I mean, his wife a lot. So, business information system, human structure and function, and then my class that just ended was medical terminology, which I'm pretty good. The semester started, I believe, January 16th, I think. Yeah, I've not done 1 minute. Okay. I've not done 10 minutes of homework, of studying this whole time. And for some reason, I'm skating by. Like, my biology, it's not biology we got, it's human structure and function test. I just, it was like multiple choice. I really, kind of knew, but I didn't know anything. So I guessed. And the teacher, he's like, wow, basically, praised me, because I had gotten a 94. And I think it brought it down to the 94 because I was on the last question when he told me my score, because it was on the computer. It was, a Pearson thing. So, and I got a 94, which I would have got probably higher if I was not so panicky and unsure about the last. I mean, that's just luck. It was just luck, really. So I got to crack down. And that's why I felt like I've not been able to get off of heroin, because it's like, oh, well, I can't be sick. I got to go to school, And then so, I tried on the weekends. And I'm like, oh, well, I have to study and get all this homework done that I've, haven't done. And then it's just it's a vicious freaking cycle. It's been like this past 3 weeks that I've said, okay, this is the weekend that I'm going to stop. And I went through withdrawal, a few times, once or twice before, but it was oh yeah, I was in the hospital for one of them because I had pneumonia from snorting it, because it gives you upper respiratory infections, snorting heroin. And, yeah, so I had bronchitis, and then a week later I had pneumonia, and I had to be on a breathing tubes up my nose, not all the way, but just the ones that grab right here and then got little pokes. So, yeah, so I was scared, and that's how I was in the hospital, so it was kind of more comfortable, and so I went without it. One weekend, I was like, that's it. Did the dope all the way the night before. Then, the next morning, I'm hating life because, of course, first the sadness, the anxiety is coming, and, it's a scary thought to me, but it's coming. And then follows that's why I started in the morning, because one time I started in the evening, and no, I didn't start. I'm sure I did one time, but no, I didn't. I purposely started in the morning, and then my detox. And is this do people make scripts before they do these? I don't know. Is I supposed to make a script? Okay, yeah. First, anxiety, depression. I was really sad. I was crying. I was I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to. It's literally being a prisoner. Uh, and how they say it, oh, after a while, it's not even about being high. The dope user wants to feel normal, and that's why they have to take it, so that they're not sick. That's completely true. And there's not any good heroin up here. I'm in a Midwestern city that's very popular. There's a lot of it, but I've yet to find good stuff. And where I'm from, which is northeast Florida in a pretty big city. I've heard that, like, that it's awesome down there, and I actually have done some from down there before, and but that was like way before, way before, and it was like kind of like brown flaky substance on aluminum foil, and I snorted a tiny bit, and I was high, like I had just taken a Roxycontin 30, so and that only took a little bit, and I had a friend tell me. Because I was saying, like, yeah, I don't want no fentanyl in it. Because people are dying from fentanyl. Like, even a needle point tip, like 1 grain of fentanyl has the chance of killing you or overdosing you. And people don't know what they're doing. They might mix, like the dealers or whoever they get it from, their plug, might mix too much fentanyl in it. And it just be a bad batch, and it's just going around. That's what I heard. Like when I was in a behavioral health hospital. I'll tell that story later. I've been in a few, but I'll say it later. Yeah, the staff, he was cool. He told me that a bad batch is going around. Well, I talked to somebody that's in Florida, in that city that I knew, and they're like, yeah, basically your shit, basically your shit isn't good if somebody has an OD'd on it. And, he's basically like, yeah, it's not good if it's not fentanyl. There's no, like, it's not good if there's not fentanyl in it. And I'm like, why would people take that gamble? And there was a girl I knew, and she was really pretty. I didn't really know her. I kind of, like, knew her, like, we're in the same, not the same, just, like, maybe school. I don't know. Just, like, the group of people that know each other in a certain city, and it's, like, a ride. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just at my city. I'll just say it, Jacksonville. So, yeah, she was really pretty, and she had, like, a 5-year-old daughter, or son. No, she had a 5-year-old son, and then she had a 1-year-old son, and she OD'd and died. That wasn't that long ago, and it's crazy. Another thing, I know this is like all about drugs, but another thing is that this guy I knew, he was like so sad or depressed from taking so much Molly, and he took Xanax, and Xanax is the kind of drug that, like, once you do it, like, you're basically, like, uncontrollable. Like, you're not even conscious to your decisions or anything. Like, if you take enough and you drink, and I'm pretty sure he was drinking on it, like, Xanax make you do things that you'd never do, like benzos in general. If you drink on it, you'll do stuff that you never would do in a million years. I knew this guy that went to school with me. They, like, home invaded a house with his friends, and, like, it was this old couple. The man was dying of brain cancer in his hospital bed, and the grandma and then the 2 grandchildren in the room, they crawled under the so shut your garage doors all the way. They climbed under the garage because it was kind of open, and they basically home invaded the house, like, stabbed the woman in the leg. They left the kids alone, I'm sure. And, so anyways, after that ordeal, the man that was down to brain cancer ended up dying from the stress. And, so that's just, I don't know if they got, like, tacked on charges. I haven't really followed their shit. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, basically, your shit's not good unless it doesn't have fentanyl in it, there's that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was doing a story and I forgot what I was saying. So, that was my first diary entry, all about drugs.